The leaked documents allege that British banking giant HSBC transferred $80 million of fraudulent money via the US to Hong Kong, despite earlier warnings from United States authorities. JP Morgan moved $1 billion through a London account that it later discovered may have belonged to Semyon Mogilevich, a Russian mafia boss on the FBI's most wanted list. Deutsche Bank is accused of transferring dirty cash from money launderers with links to organised criminal gangs and terrorists. Standard Chartered and Bank of New York Mellon also appear several times in the leaks. All the banks involved say the cases are historic and say they fully comply with laws and regulations.
Most importantly, we have made huge investments in this sector since 2015.
So why weren't the transactions stopped? It's very difficult for banks to spot criminal activity, says financial crime expert Tom Keatinge.
The way I like to perhaps visualize this is, imagine you're standing on a street corner on Oxford Street in London, a major shopping thoroughfare, and someone says, right, you need to identify who either has just been shoplifting or who is about to go shoplifting. How easy would you find that? And this, to some extent, is what we're asking the banks to do.
Keatinge says the global system for reporting suspicious financial activity is not fit for purpose.
500,000 in the UK, several million every year in the United States of suspicious activity reports are filed by banks and others like accountants and so on. And what do those authorities do with all that data? They obviously can't look at every single one of those filings.
British politics is also under the spotlight. Lyubov Chernukin, seen here next to then Prime Minister Theresa May in 2019, has donated $2.2 million to the Conservative Party. The leaks reveal her husband was secretly funded by Suleiman Kerimov, a Russian oligarch under US sanctions with close ties to President Vladimir Putin. Chernukin's donations were legal and fully declared under British law. Transparency International estimates $100 billion of dirty money passes through London every year.
If you want to launder dirty money, then the UK has all the tools you need. It has the law firms, it has the global banks, it has the offshore financial centres, it's got the real estate to invest your money in, it's got the private schools to spend your money on. And so the sooner the UK staffs its response to financial crime as if it is playing an international role, the better. And right now, we have to move faster on fixing the system, because right now, the criminals have the upper hand.
Keatinge says despite the bank's claims, criminal financial activity is still happening on a vast scale, and governments and financial institutions must do far more to crack down. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, London.